I'm that girl who wants to remind you of the power and difference it makes of being kind and how impactful that can be. And I know lots of people are saying to me, how do I be of service? How on earth do I be of service? And does it take a lot of time? And then they feel really selfish about that because they're kind of busy with their 3D lives as well. And so they're trying to figure out, how can I be of service? This sounds like a full-time job. And while raising our vibrations and seeing things from the bigger perspective is definitely a full-time job and certainly not a hobby, when we have these single serving exchanges of energy with people at the supermarket or just with friends or whomever we find on our journey during our days, the power of that connection is profound. And often a simple smile and an acknowledgement from true gratification, gratitude. I was going to say gratification, but it's not. We're not trying to be kind people just so we can, boost our egos. We're being kind people because we love humanity. We want to support humanity. We want to empower humanity, and we want to be the best, kindest inspiration for others as we are in our high frequency, seeing things from the bigger perspective and not getting distracted into the dramas of things. And it was some incredible people that I have in my life that reminded me of this, and I've forgotten to be able to make just a video on this alone. So divine timing. So it was me recalling the really big impacts of someone in my life, someone really special to me. And even though we didn't have much interactions at all, every one of them was really profound and really important and really special for me. And that is, it was really special and unique for me. And I assume they didn't even know the power of those small encounters. But for me, it was very profound. And I really appreciated it deeply, deeply, deeply. And it's really interesting because, when we reflect on our days and our journeys, how much are we impacting others, and are we fully aware of the reach and the frequency vibrations that we are sharing? And even if we sort of feeling like, oh, the world's full of cactuses, our demeanor makes the world a difference. It really does, doesn't it? So see if you can find when you are having these interactions with people, is this a pivotal moment for them to be empowered and to feel valid and to be reminded that they are in full control of their mindsets and their emotions as they're moving forward on their journeys. While they cannot control anything, can stop anything, can prevent anything from happening, such as, say, potentially a war or something else, we have to sort of lovingly remind them that, isn't today fantastic? Isn't today fantastic? We can choose to focus on the beauty of today and empower ourselves with today. Yes, of course, we could all find drama and be tempted to loop and freak out about it. But what about just noticing now? Being here now. Don't you look healthy now? Don't you look great now? Can't wait for future things when you're even more healthier, when you're even more happier, when we're less in worry and distractions. However we can communicate with these people, try not to overthink it, but just be aware that you're being of service just with these small greetings, even if it's just exchanging trolleys or something like that. Everyone that comes into your life deserves your respect, deserves your eye contact, deserves to feel your love and heart and your high frequency vibrations and your gratitude to be here, to be of service. And that is simple, isn't it? It's not 15 hours of your time per day. It actually is quite small. And so when we realize just that alone, just honoring someone being there in front of us is really profound. And even though they may not think about it or even say thank you or any of that sort of stuff, it still just gives them that better, higher impression of vibrations and energy, and it can inspire them to have a better day. Don't we want everyone to have better days? And so while we can't sort of shake them using our free will to empower them to see things from the bigger perspective, we're just wanting to boost them up a bit with our energy and our love. And so, of course, we can do that in the comfort of our own home, by just calling in lots of energy and sharing the energy and spreading the energy, and imagining you're just coating the world with love, coating humanity with love, and actually put out all of that frequency vibrations to love all, to respect all, to empower all, to encourage all. And you know, when we're trying to do some meditating, you know, we can pack in a lot of stuff in that small amount of time. And so while many people just want to focus on self, when you're in that balance and when you want to raise your frequency vibrations, feel the love and the joy of who you are and why you are here, and the important events that are coming, if that still distracts you and worries you, don't focus on it then. Only focus on things that bring you joy. Only focus on things that raise your vibrations. And when you can call in lots of high frequency vibrations, and then when you're in that state of mind, to then just share it with the world. Start off with your friends, start off with your family, go small if you want, and just allow them to feel your love. And trust that they are feeling your support and love and nurture and guiding them. We can't live their lives for them. We can't make them do anything that they're not ready and willing to do. But when we are sending out love, trusting the subconsciouses, guiding our energy, however, it's the best way for all that we are wanting to wash over. It is a really fantastic thing. And I just wanted to say, for those people who are working with the water, a lot of you come from water planets and you actually are the caretakers. The water is very sacred for you. It is a gift for this planet. It has not come from this planet. It was brought into this planet. And so when you know what's happening to the water and how it's been poisoned, like everything's been poisoned. When you know the state of the world and you're supporting the water collective, when you're connected in with the water collective, you're really struggling right now. And so I'm sending you extra love because you're healing the water. We've all healed the water before and we've all kept it in high vibrations. But as you know, you can have a pure healing experience, but then, you know, you get impacted, you get distracted, you fumble, you know, you create new experiences and you need continual healing. And that's the same for everything. So please don't forget to love your water while you are drinking it, and love your food and respect all and bless it using your intentions. Because when you are in high frequency vibration and you send love and frequency and you trust your teams are providing the best things for you and updating your bodies in the best way forward, so then you intuitively know what foods work for you, uplift you, and keep your vibrations high. Isn't that fantastic when you're all in that beautiful balance? That is, you know, fantastic. That's when inner peace just comes in and naturally jazz hands you all day long. And so maybe sometimes we need to be in the lower density to be able to really be able to match other people's frequencies, to be able to support them and then upraise each other. So there's lots of things going on right now, but the biggest takeaway is we cannot see the power of a kind gesture. We can't see the ramifications of it, the rippling out effect, right? Because when we just do one small kind thing to some person, you know it's going to uplift them. And what if then they go and empower 100 people? And what if those 100 people go and empower 1,000 people? And that ripple out effect is profound. And that is part of us being of service. And this is a really easy thing for us to do because we naturally are loving beings. We want to support everyone. So, you know, there's so much to be said about that. And of course, there's that fine balance between enabling people and disempowering people and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, just trust, you'll know how you're supposed to deliver your service to humanity. And it could just be simple servings of exchanges, of greetings, of hearing people, asking how they're doing and actually caring about their response. Not just say, hi, how you going? Great. Oh, fantastic. Bye. Like, you know, those are dismissive, shutting down, not truly interested. And if you can be truly interested in one person per day and be able to just let them vent, let them hear, you may not have all the answers, And maybe that's not even your role to have all the answers. Maybe them just talking and venting to you gives them the opportunity to feel safe expressing, and they're talking out loud to someone who is lovingly supporting them and nurturing through their journey with them, for them to have their own epiphanies and understand what's going on and to be able to find their own solutions. And you're just that buffer. You're just that support person who's just looking at them and encouraging them and making them feel normal and that you're not crazy. And yes, things are very interesting times right now, isn't it? So yeah, there's that. Okay, so super short, but really check in and think about all the times that you have had someone that has really empowered you. And then you will remember it really isn't a big thing. In terms of time, it can be really simple things that can make the world a difference for you. And so reflect back on all of those people who have been able to give you those powerful moments to step yourself up and to really boost you. This will then help you understand how easy it is and how it really isn't big, grand gestures of things. That actually is the small, honest, true integrity interactions that we have with each other that does make us feel more supported, less alone, and be able to have the opportunities to express ourselves and love ourselves and be ourselves. And that's really important in a time where we're trying to be, when others are trying to force us and coerce us to just toe the line and to be mainstream and to not think outside the square. When we're allowed and given the opportunities to be able to freely express our thoughts and feelings, it's a very powerful experience, isn't it? Because we're not being judged, because often we judge ourselves to keep with the normal. And what is normal these days? Okay, so love you guys. Have a fantastic day and empower yourselves. And if you want to practice what it sounds like to empower people, what about great self-talk and empower yourself and hear what you say to yourself? How would you uplift yourself? How would you want others to come to you and reach into you and empower you? And what are the words and what are the actions you would need from them to be able to do that for you? Just knowing that yourself can be a great stepping stone for true, pure self-empowerment. And sometimes it is having to think, well, what do I need from others before you realize, oh, that's right, I'm totally able to do it all for myself. It would be lovely for others to still recognize and respect and support me, all that sort of stuff. But when we remember we're totally capable of giving it all to ourselves, then we have the other extra new higher perspective. And then we're not taking from others, we're not demanding from others, and we don't have expectations of others. And that's when we know we are fully capable of being of service to self and then of service to others. And this is why we're here, my friends. This is why we're here.